get this dream. I want to talk about it. Talk about it because I don't really act erratic in my dreams, but I am. I did. So I was at this house that I'm in right now, and I just got from the hospital. And Mumford& Sons, you know the band of Mumford& Sons, Marcus and the boys. Well, they came over and they brought their family with them. You know, their wives and their kids, and there was tons of kids, and they packed the house. There was tons of people in my house, and some reason I was like Morticia Adams, and there was a Gomez too. But I was so erratic, and I kept changing outfits. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to play this role anymore. So in the dream, we're all sitting at the kitchen table and stuff, and they're trying to calm me down because I don't know why, but they were just talking with me in a circle. We're drinking tea and coffee. You know, I'm playing a good mother, eh, like they came to visit me for Mother's Day type stuff, and they brought their families, like they were my real family, you know. And they came over, and the kids were so well behaved. There's only one point in the dream that I was like, "Ooh, oh, uh, I got jealous because they had adopted three kids. The wife had adopted three kids, an Asian one, a white one, and it was a black one. And I was like, that's my dream to adopt all the nations. My dream is to adopt all the nation's colors and raise them to be good men, and then they take over the nation. And I got a little jealous, and I was like, yo, I gotta go really quick. So I went downstairs, and I was like walking, pacing back and forth, being like, almost like get me out of this dream type shit. But the blonde one came downstairs and sat on the stairs with me as we were walking out because they had this big tour bus and everybody was on it, all the kids and stuff. But he sat on the steps going down with me, and he goes, you know, are you okay? Why? What's going on? And again, I was like very standoffish with them, like they're my family and they're sitting in my house and stuff. But I was so irritated with everything. I was, just console trying to console me to calm down, but I was erratic in my dream. And then the kids are playing on the deck up here, and the sun comes down, and it was like beautiful, like it was the most beautiful little painting, and the kids you wouldn't be able to see their face, but the sun was beaming on them like a protection shield. And I was like, I went to go, oh, can I take a picture of this moment of the kids? And the wife says, oh, we don't want pictures taken of our kids. And that irritated me even more. And I was like, you know what, this is my family, so I get it. So now they're all packing up to leave. So, Mother's Day is over and everyone's getting ready to leave. And I'm acting so erratic. Like, I keep changing my outfits. I keep getting irritated at everybody in the house. Not irritated, but just like, whatever. So I'm mad or kind of sad that they're leaving out of the house. The girls, there's two little blonde-ish type girls, and they're running around. And I come and open the door, and she just got them out the shower and they ain't got no towels. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even wash towels. And I found some, towels, and I was so embarrassed because, I didn't buy new towels for my family in my dream. And she was like, "Oh no, it's okay. You got a lot going on." And she asked me, she said, "Are you gonna put Angel back in school?" And then I got even more irritated. I was like, "Ugh, yeah, I have to, but I have to go to tell the doctor to sign the paper, and I got a lot to do now that I'm back in this, thing." So I go upstairs and everyone's packing up, putting on their shoes, getting ready to go. And Marcus is standing outside looking at the how the crows go. The crow, he looked like a big crow just hanging out there. He he was looking out, and I come outside and I stand next to him. He goes, What's wrong? Are you okay? Like, you're back, everything okay?" And then I was like, why doesn't he love me the way that I want him to love me? You know? And I'm like having like this teary-eyed moment. I was like, why don't if if he loved me, wouldn't he want me to go out on tour with you guys? Wouldn't he want to? And I don't know, this sorry, it's making me cry. This moment that I'm sitting and we're talking, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I can't remember what he said back to me, like why it's like blurry of the images, and the image is clear, but the voice is kind of blurry, like I can't hear his response. But I remember feeling so hurt and so low, and like a give up thing, like I can't believe I'm getting a divorce. I can't believe that me and your father are divorcing type shit. And he was I remember like, oh, don't give up on something that you love or whatever. Some lyric, and you know what? At the end of this little vision, he gave me the biggest hug. Marcus Mumford, that crow man. He gave me the biggest hug. And I wanted to cry, but I felt like a mom, like I had to be strong. I had to like not pretend to be all right, but I felt like I had to pretend to be okay. I couldn't, even though I'm all erratic with my behavior and stuff in this dream, like they stuck with me and they was like hanging out at the house, like I'm their mom or something, or like they're coming to visit me. So I remember them getting ready to get on the buses because there was like three or four buses, one for the kids and the moms and the dads, and they all was getting on the buses to go back home. And again, that loneliness washed over me in my dream. And I was like, you know, erratic again. But I went back, upstairs in my loneliness and my quietness and just sat there. And then fast forward in a different dream, there's this beautiful black girl and she's like in a choir or she's like um in an assembly, and all these like blonde hair, that like haircut that all the boys be having right now. They think they hecka cool. They was throwing things at her hair to try to get it to stick on her. to try to get the stuff to stick in her hair because she had curly, beautiful hair. And she was like just ignoring them. And they kept throwing things at her hair to get it to stick. So I run down because it's out of school. I run down and I was like, stop doing that. Who do you think you guys are? And then they started running and I locked the door on them. And I was like, okay, you like when people throw shit at you? Now apologize. Apologize. And they all was like trying to run. And I was like, "Whoop." So I grabbed the leader of this little gang, this little blonde boy, and I was like, apologize right now. He got scared and ran away and apologized to the girl first. But I go up to the girl and I'm like, why ain't you fighting back? And, you know, they're bullies. Why are you not fighting against bullies? And the little girl go, oh, I don't need to fight against bullies because I always win. And I was like, okay, you smart. And then we're at lunch at the lunch table, and there's like the kids in the auditorium again. And she had the best looking Cobb salad. I wanted to eat it so bad. I was like, oh, I love Cobb salads. she, I go, she goes, oh, you see other people got food, other, pizza and sandwiches and all that. And I said, look at that salad. It had the bacon and the tomatoes and the, blue cheese and the egg. I was like, I don't think you should worry about other people's food because yours look heck good. And then she said something about Kawhi Leonard, which is like a basketball player or something like that. And I was like, yeah, don't compare yourself to them. Don't compare yourself to them. Look at that salad. Be grateful for that salad. She laughed and then started eating it. And then I walked away and the dream was over. The dream was over. So much fucking pain. So much pain. Loaded with this fucking. Ugh. But it was really nice to have the kids in Mumford and Sons over. I know it's a fucking dream, guys. But it was beautiful to see my house filled with kids and light and love. And they all playing poker or, some people in the living room playing on a guitar. There's people sitting at the table. And no matter what is going on, I'm antsy. I'm like irritated. And I'm like, God, why he don't love me like I love him? I was like, why he don't love me like I love him? I would never get that emotional or like I would never get that emotional with somebody that's not close to me. I would never be that vulnerable in a sense. And he's like wearing his glasses, and he's in wearing black and he has like a black leather jacket on. And he's just hella cool, just chill. He's not like coming on to me, hitting on me. It's like he's in this place of contentment and happiness in this dream with all his kids and shit. And I was like, I'm I'm happy that you get everything that you want. I'm happy about it. But I have a tinge of jealousy for some reason, and I need to go work it out. I need to go figure it out. Because I would never be jealous of another feminine for reaching the quintessential peak of consciousness. And that's to have kids and a faithful husband. That's to have kids and a faithful husband. Shit. Why why you don't love me the way I love you? Like Morticia loves Gomez. Why is it always one-sided, even in my dreams? Oh, it's like a battle axe. Why why is it only in my dreams? And he never come home. He's always on tour. In my dream, he never comes up. Yeah. And I told him, I remember saying, I know I have to move on, and it makes me angry. I know I have to move on, and it makes me angry. Uh-oh. Parents are getting a divorce. Parents are breaking up, guys. But I know mom's gonna find someone. I know mama's gonna get swooped up real quick. But it's just a dream. And the song kept popping up, Rubber Band Man. He kept trying to sing that song to me. Dying just to live. And you're a world away. I'm like, I know the song, I know the lyrics. Trying to sing it to me in my dreams or say it to me in my dreams. That well, be rubber band man, make the water your bones. Like this, that's what you got for me? I'm going through a crisis, an existential crisis, where I'm about to leave someone I love to bones with me. And you're singing, you're telling me rubber band man. All right. It's a good song, dear. It's a great song. What's it got to do with me? Anyway, it was nice. It felt like Morticia Adams' house with tons of people coming to visit. And everyone was sweet and kind to me, even though I was irritated at 'em. I was irritated at the kids. I was irritated. I kept walking up and down the stairs, just pacing the house. They would be like, hey, you know, and get trying to help me and stuff. And that was my dream. Shout out to Mumford and Sons for coming for Mother's Day to see their mama. To see their mama on tour. Shout out to Mumford and Sons for coming to visit me in my dreams and all the kids, making it feel like a house, a home here. So much pain, I don't know what to do. I was so much pain. I was like, I should have took some of them motherfucking meds, them opioids. I was like, I don't need it. I'm bloating and I'm in pain. I mean, it's been a while since I've been visited and dreamed like by people who's not here, but dark, but in the dark thing. Long time. I haven't had a visit from my papa in my dreams. I'd rather have my papa come down and say, just talk to me. I like Memphis Sounds. I like Mumford& Sons. It's one of my favorite groups ever to dance or to feel feelings with. It's one of the Little Lion Man album was one of my favorite albums I played when I was a young girl, over and over and over. Weep, little lion man, you'll never be. What is you'll never be what is in your heart. Weak little lion man, you're not as brave as you were at the start. Take yourself and break yourself and take all the courage you have. Yeah. Spend your days fighting on. Spend your days biting your own now. When it was not your fault and mine, and it was your on the line. I really fucked it up this time. Deny my dear, deny my dear. I remember hearing that, and it's the baritone of the voice, and I was like, yo, these kids are going places. If they don't break up, I could see them lasting in this band for a long time, like so long that we could etch them in a pyramid. Why? Then what? He was one of the first bands that I discovered that I was like, oh, I feel familiar with this. I feel familiar with it. That's it. It's not like I was trying to jump his bones. Nope. It was a comfortable relationship of consciousness and identity, almost like a helping hand. I'm not a home wrecker, guys. You can read all the stories you want in Greek mythology. I'm not. I just want my kids to be happy, but I want me to be happy. I can be selfish too. I can be selfish if I want. It was so nice of him in the dream to like take a second to just talk to me and him. Like he's like, I noticed something's off with you, mama. I noticed something's off with you. Are you okay? I said, why don't he love me no more the way I love you? Why he never loved me in my dreams? He's always the elusive fox. He's always the Atlantean who hides. He's always the hermit. He- speaking of Lord the Atlantean, Lord thought the Atlantean just liked my post. That creepy. You watching me fuckers? Are you fuckers watching me? But he like pulled himself to the side and he's standing there already, looking at the sunset, looking off, looking good for him. And the sky is like this pinkish purple, and it's about to be dusk, and it's a beautiful view. And I go out there and I'm just hang out. I'm just like, yo, I don't think love me no more. I don't think love me no more. It was an honest, deep moment in my fucking dreams. It was so honest. Like I almost broke down, but it's like I didn't have the strength to break down in front of. But he did give me a hug at the end. He gave me the biggest fucking hug in the whole universe. I was like, oh, that feels great. It's great, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help heal this part of my heart that I'm trying to search for. But I'm here on this balcony right here. Like how Bobby sits on the crow tree, and I'm sitting here, and he's leaning down on cool like James Dean, just looking out at the world on patio. Here I go ruining his little moment with God. Just like, he's like, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay, mama? Are you okay? Is everything okay? You've been acting a little weird today." And it's wild because he asked me, "Are you what's wrong?" Instead of just taking my erratic behavior, he goes aside to find a moment to ask me what's wrong. Why don't he let me? I don't want to get into forms. I don't want to separate universes like we did when the eclipse came and we lost Atlantis. That no more. So, I love it. I love Tisha Adams, love Gomez. I wish I can remember what the fuck he said. Besides all these lyrics, got rubber band bands and shit. I couldn't see what he said, but the hug helped. And then all the kids, I was so sad because all the kids was packing up and they're like, bye, see you, leaving. Almost like felt like I was like grandmother or something, or like me mom or something. And they're like packing up their little book bags and stuff to go back on the road. I hate to leave you like this. Work it out. It was such a long dream in a different state of consciousness. Even the blackness had hue. Even the darkness of this dream, there was hues of purple, pink, lavender. All these lights kept popping up like the sunset. I remember all the birds. The crows kept coming by and flying by, all the crows. I was like, damn, this is a beautiful day. This is a beautiful day and I'm sad. I'm in this dream and I'm fucking sad because and I was like, I don't like the feel right now. I'm like, I don't like the feeling because I felt like I was being rude to the dog. I was being rude to the other kids, the other husbands, kids and stuff. Not rude. I wasn't a keep game. I bought towels, bleached the floor, started cleaning for them to come home. The house was clean. The house was clean. But I kept getting bills because I didn't have enough time to make dinner for them. You know, I keep changing my outfit, kept changing in my, my mortician. I had a long black dress on, and I keep taking it back. God. Then I went, kept going, pacing up and down the stairs. I was pacing in the kitchen. It's like I have to make a fucking decision on this divorce. I'm leaving your father. It's way I don't know because I'm up. I can go to the bones. If you don't know what, you don't see. I believe that it's best to cut losses now. So it's good to have our love dream about all the family, you know, congregated here in like Mother's Day type energy. And that in my dream, that was there with my family. His wife was so soft spoken. She was trying to get the babies in the shower or get them out the shower. And she was too scared to even ask me for a towel. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I went in the living room and I got the towels. I'm like, look, I haven't been home for some reason. It's like, sorry, here's the towels. Yeah, there was two kids in here that just got out the bath. And, she had like a little towel, like a little hotel towel. I'm like, them baby need a big ass towel to wash up, to dry down. And then I go and I shut the door, let them get dressed and stuff. But I'm still agitated in the fucking hallway up and down the stairs. The the best thing about this dream is the lighting was fucking phenomenal. From the little opening door of my front door, the sun kept beating through there and it make these different colors like a holy chapel type energy. All of the lights kept beaming in and making colors and stuff. And I'm like, damn, I think I'm not focusing on the positive life or something because this is a perfect moment and I'm mad. Like these moments are perfect I'm having with my son, the blonde one. Sorry, I didn't memorize y'all names online, but your spirits are here and he's sitting on the stairs up to the room and there's lights coming through. And I'm sitting, I'm talking to him. And then the other one, he was in the living room playing on a guitar or something like that. So I kept hopping up through the house, just apologizing to people. I kept apologizing. I kept apologizing for being rude, for being agitated, for being angry, you know. And with the one that was on the stairs, the one that's the blonde one, I told him I was like, why can't I just go on a tour with you guys? And then I was like, oh shit, Angel has school. I have to call her school now. I got even more agitated because I was like, oh fuck, I gotta call her school because she been missing hell in the school because she been out at the hospital and she hasn't been able to. She's been trying to recover from her attack, an asthma attack. Well, that's what I'm calling it because that was violent. She's probably like, I can't live without my mom. uh, but he was sitting on the stairs and he brought that up. Oh, are you gonna take Angel back to school? And I got irritated. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I have to do that. Oh, here we go. And I gotta call the nurse at the school and tell them that she's been sick. They're gonna make me sign a paper and I need to get her primary care doctor to sign the paper. Oh, it was so exhausting thinking about all of it. It was just like a little family reunion, like they felt they had to come see mom. Not had to, but they had to go all the way to the middle of the forest to let mom know she's not by herself, even though dad left her. Even though dad decided to leave her, we're gonna go visit mom and let her know we're all here too. Not just about dad. It's not just about him. In my dreams, still love him. I still love him so much. But I said I'm gonna have to move on. Okay, that's it. I'm leaving because I'm not gonna start crying over that. But shout out to shout out to Mumford and Sons and all my sons. I'm gonna visit me after I got out the hospital. Hi, Rina ganda. You gonna wake up? I have to call the doc. I have to call the school and tell them about your medicines you have to take. It's okay. Go back to sleep. Okay, so where is your daughter? Do you have more kids? I know this is a dream, but I was wondering. Hmm.
I'm in a house full of birds, and the doctor he was speaking in the room.
In your dream,
No,
you met a bunch of birds?
no, I didn't want to go to the hospital.
You waited for me at the hospital. Saw a bunch of birds.
Tonight, I don't have more to see it from birds ate the bird cheese since I watched
The birds ate the grilled cheese.
birds ate bird cheese.
Mm, that must have been a good dream.
Well,
Someone took the box away so they could eat the full grilled cheese. It's a dream, girl. No, all of this is in my dreams. Angel, I don't remember where she was. She was hanging out with the kids because there was like tons of kids in this house.
that dream,
No, I had a good dream. I had a good dream. I'm just telling it right now. Just we had some visitors, like birds, come to visit mommy. And she wasn't being very kind. She was being a little irritated. So in the dream, my daughter was playing with the kids. Did you have more kids? I didn't have. I think they were my kids. Like for some reason, I think they were my sons or my like.
wait, we'll make it in kindergarten in fourth grade.
They was grown men.
We'll be grown up.
They were grown up and they had kids. They had kids of their own and family of their own.
What kids in fourth grade, fifth grade, or kindergarten?
The kids,
I think I have a dream.
the kids looked like
No,
they was
I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream.
what?
So I was like, okay.
You play with Anna?
Hannah.
Hannah, okay, I like Hannah and her mom.
This lost.
You were playing with her and then you lost her?
Yeah, and it's of course it's like so that over my hair started to get stuck.
Your hair got stuck because you have to comb it, right?
It's so crazy because we sleep at recess.
You got to take a nap at recess.
We sleep at recess and woke up to quite a lot of kids in the room.
Yeah, all the kids was gone.
And then and then I saw my daddy and these people said that I don't remember what the people said. And then I saw my dad.
You saw your dad, yeah.
Saw my dad.
Nice.
Where's my dad? What
It's always
good
good.
dream look.
It was a good dream if you see your dad. You get to see dad. What a great dream.
Oh, he didn't have a vest.
He didn't have a vest on, so what are you doing at the school without a vest?
I don't know.
Wow.
And he didn't have a little thingy.
He probably just coming to pick you up.
That one.
Yeah.
Every was the same.
We love talking about our dreams. Love that feeling from our kids.
Well, I dream right now, but that you were some goldfish. That you were eating goldfish.
I eat goldfish. Yeah. Like Jackie and Shadow got some fish nest, which our babies are so cute.
Well,
Them babies are so cute. Oh my gosh. Where? School? All right, I'm gonna call your school anyway. That was my dreams. That was Angel's dreams, if you heard it. We love waking up to about our dreams because we don't want to miss anything or any emotions that we're trying to process. Talk about it all the time. So yes, I talk about their dreams with kids. Like to jot some of theirs down. they are. The subconscious realisms. Uh, it's, uh, pretty early right now. It's 10. Woke up craving a little bit of commun- communication. Good day, guys.